Hello, sir. Okay, your watch has arrived. Your early True Pogue, March 1971. This one had a work in life. Definitely been serviced more than once. All of the hands have been replaced. They're all genuine Seiko. The handset is used on a number of different watches, like both Daini and Sua both used these. Like this handset is used on the 6106 Green Eye is what they call it. It's one of the early sort of sport divers. The main sweep is a lighter orange. It's for another model, not a gold dialed one like this, but it looks fine, and the watch snaps right to 0. There's nothing wrong with the hand. Me personally, I wouldn't swap it to a red one. I think the orange looks nice. You sent us, or sent me, or sent along with your watch, how about that, replacement hands. You got 2 of the minute counter hands, and an hour hand, and a minute hand. And those are definitely all original. Guaranteed. Those are original hands. So that's good. That takes care of a lot of the issues. Biggest issue we have besides that in terms of cosmetics is your dial, Lume. It's just really blackened. It's really blackened. I can try to save your Lume in terms of lightening it up. I can see it's really, really dark. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that cleaner. So something, I guess, you tell me what your expectations are for condition. Do you want this to be bright white clean Lume? Because I can relume this dial to match the Lume on these hands. But of course that takes away the original Lume, but the original Lume is really damaged. I can try to lighten it. I think I'm going to have mixed results. This Lume is darker than my own True Pogue. These were sort of gray, the dial markers, when I cleaned those up, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to get that bright of a result. In person, these are still pretty grayed out, but I'll give it a whirl. Your lower minute counter hand is the same one that's used in a 6138 Yachtman. You can see that upper sub-register hand is the same. Your bracelet's in okay condition. It's just, it's just the links are a little loose, but I can tighten those up. I have new ones, but I don't know that you really need them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boy, it got a pretty big bump on there, didn't it? And it's coming apart here. That'll need repair. Let's open this up. Wow, the back is completely loose. I haven't taken this off. Wow, that's nuts. It wasn't even tightened. I could have taken that off without any work whatsoever. Yep, correct for March 1971. This has an A movement with the correct text weight. Yep, 6139A. This is absolutely correct. It's totally textbook for an early True Pogue with the A movement. Your automatic winding is working. Movement looks in pretty good shape, all told. And got some You can see this screw head got scratched up a little. It's got a few scratches here and there on the movement. Somebody was trying to play with that. I say from a movement perspective, I think we're in pretty good condition. I really do think that it's going to need the usual stuff. Upper and lower mainspring, arbor port jewels and all that. I don't see anything functionally right now. It snaps to 0. The automatic whines. It's just, it's pretty much time to just go for it. And I know I've spoken to you about this. I don't think we have any question marks about whether you're going to want to go or not. We got for case marks. Yeah, there's one. No, there's two. There's a couple ink stamps inside the case back and a hand scratched mark right up there. The hand scratch mark says 1179, 11 dash, wait, either 11 or 4 dash 4-79H. So it's been serviced a couple of times. See that mark right there. Well, nothing to it but to do it. Wow, so much oil. Holy cow. Definitely needs to go into the pre-soak. Let's get you out of there. Ancient grody seals. All gooed up and nasty. Ditto for your crown. Gooed up and nasty. Get that crown gasket off of there. And it just broke right off. Come on, out we get. Look at that, it just shattered. Oops. Okay. Okay, cool. Got them both in one. Twofer. Yeah, you'll get those hands back, so you can play with them or do what you want. Let's get that minute counter hand off. Definitely good things to hang on to. Obviously, you never know. You never know. Okay, there's that. Okay, got that. Since we're here, it's just got goo on it. It's not rusty that I can see. There's your old crystal, which you'll also get back, which you also can play with. Come on. There's your crystal gasket. Yeah, your sealing surfaces look fine. God, but look at all this liquid that's in here. It's like filled with oil or something. That must be what darkened the lume. All that's going to get cleaned. Put that right there. Excellent. Let me make sure my camera is in the space it needs to be in. Let's get that crystal, that dial out of there. Your dial surface is pretty decent. It's definitely got. What is this liquid? It's oil or something. I don't know. It got into the lume. So what I'm going to have to do first is wash this dial to try to get that stuff out of there, but if it's in that loom real deep, there's nothing I can do about it. Let's get the dial off. Give me 1 second. What do we got? Yep, exactly right. Look, your case back date is 1-3. Your dial should be 1-2, and it is in fact 1-2. So I got to clean that up. And now let's look for our movement holder, which is right here. I don't know how that dial's going to come out. I'm sitting here worrying about it. You want to make the right choice, right? Want to do what you can do, make things better. Dirty. Oil, 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 oil. Loose. Chronograph got used. Not a ton, but it definitely got used. Okay. Come here. Let's see. Loose. Loose. It's going to need some hand cleaning there. Oh my God, there's so much oil in here. Like, I can actually see liquid oil in between. Jeez, oh Pete, look at all the oil. Wow, that's bananas. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have at least one extra round of cleaning on this just to get that oil addressed. Look at how much oil there is in there. Wow. And it looks like they filled the mainspring with oil too. Look at all that stuff that worked out. Jeez, oh Pete. Wow. Look at that. The barrel spun it, snapped the barrel cap off. Wow. Tons of oil. Well, we might be looking at a replacement cap. If that's not holding, I have to look at this and see what I can see, but it should not snap open like that. Obviously, it's not supposed to do that. Astonishing that it was running. So I'll take that apart here in a little bit. Yeah, your barrel is not staying closed, and I don't want to risk that happening again on this watch, so we're gonna have to get funky. I heard you. Where are you? Oh, there you go. All right. Up we get. Out we come. Oil. 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 That's what happened. Oil everywhere. Jeez. I'm gonna have to hand clean all this stuff. Let me actually do something. I need to do something first. I don't know if you can really tell. I degreased the original Lume, or at least I tried to get the oil out of there, and it definitely lightened up some. So I'm going to keep trying that and see if I can help get that gras out of there. Maybe we can save your Lume. I'm still working on it. That's definitely an improvement. I'm still working on it, but I didn't think I was going to be able to get it even that good. So let's keep cleaning. So everything is clean and it's starting to go back together. Here is your lower mainspring arbor jewel. And that's the mainspring arbor there in the middle of it. So there you see that. And there and here is your upper mainspring arbor jewel, if I could ever get this thing to focus. You can see it right there. So that used to be a metal bushing, now it is a nice big solid jewel. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, dropped the balance a couple of minutes ago. Let's turn on the power. How about that? There we go. That's a great place to start. get rid of that B error. I'll try it counterclockwise on the beat error, see if I can drop it. I'm just gambling. Yeah, I was right. Hit that beat error again just for a second. Tap.
Sorry for the noise.
What noise?
This noise.
Oh well.
What's an Arnie crystal number again?
320 W62, I think it's 60 or 62.
Okay.
I can look at it. Heck, I've got my computer right here. I can look it up. What's that?
You're doing work thing.
I'm watching the numbers.
Okay.
I should have it memorized, but you know, what are you going to do?
310W64GNOO.
What was that again?
310W60 or 60GAOO.
Well, let's find out.
It's either the 60 or the 64GN.
310W60GA00. Yeah, I want to see back in the 220s. I'm going to try a chronograph. Right now it's chronograph stopped. I'm going to do a chronograph running right now. That was it. Click. There shouldn't really be any change in amplitude or accuracy or anything. It should be just the same. What was that?
My tape.
For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm doing the initial running numbers. And we're just seeing the lubrication slop around. And the number.
Why would they just be tuning in the middle of your video?
I don't know. You never know. I think we're in a good place. I'm going to let this continue to run in, and I want to come back and I'll check the numbers in a little bit. I'm going to go and work on getting your case ready to assemble, do your gaskets, check on your dial, see if I've got that where that needs to be, and we'll go from there. Yeah, now we're starting to see some numbers. Excellent. Okay, I swear. I'm just going to let this run in and I'm going to stop fiddling with it. So we're hitting real steady and solid in the 230s now. I've seen 240s as well. This signal is kind of ragged because the microphone is trying to hear through the case, which makes it harder for it to hear, and it tends to give more erratic information. Watch, it came out well. Okay, cool. Let's time for me to bolt it back on. Hi, Mr. Babalitas. Okay, there it is. I still have to finish power reserve testing, but I don't have any questions about how that's going to go. I can say with reasonable certainty that this watch is going to be great. So there it is. There's the two hands you gave me were, everything was Seiko, as I said, and I just chose one of two because they were identical. That's your original sweep. Now, the reason I kept your original sweep is because these sweep hands, they're keyed to the chronograph wheel. And this one is set perfectly. I mean, it would be, I don't know. If it's not broken, I don't fix it. And there's no, except for the fact the color is slightly different. It's a standard service sweep. I could paint that red for you if you wanted, but I wanted to let that be your decision, not mine. If this were my watch, I'm not sure. We have different tastes. But anyway, the more important thing is, look at your lume. Get some real light on here. It came out way better than I ever expected it was going to. It looks brighter in person as well. You know, with your handset there, it looks pretty good. I put in, you had asked about extra links. I put in one extra link. I don't know what your wrist size is. I do have a second extra link, but these are literally the last two extra links I have for an H-link. So if I don't need to use it for yours, that would be cool. But if you need it, let me know. I charge per link. So that's just something to keep in mind. So here are your old hands. Definitely hold on to those. They're all genuine Seiko. And I just replaced your entire barrel. Your mainspring was okay. And obviously the numbers are good, but the barrel no bueno. And since I had it all apart anyway, and the whole thing, because it was filled with oil, and then it worked and worked and worked with all these, you know, impurities getting right into the barrel, it creates a thing called a cutting slurry, where it's not, the oil and the grease and stuff isn't a lubricant anymore. It carries abrasive materials, and it eats up things. And so I just, the whole barrel was junk. And you'll get that back and be able to play with it. There you go, an early True Pogue. Exactly as it ought to be. Okay, it's ready to come back when I'm done with my power reserve testing, but I'd say there we go.